What's up, guys? So I get asked to review a lot of products, and when I say a lot, probably 6 to 10 emails a day from different companies wanting me to review stuff that they have. Most of it's not car audio related, and for the most part I usually say no thank you. That's not going to work well on my channel. But this company reached out to me, and after looking at the product, I thought, you know what? I like that. I'm going to check it out. So I had them send it to me. Now, back in the day, flashlights they've always been a thing. As soon as we figured out how to put a battery and a light bulb together and be able to move light around and have it ready to go on the fly, we have been innovating and getting better and better at that. Well, for years, you either had the cheap, 2D flashlight, 2D cell flashlight, or you had the big mag light with 3 or 4 D cells in it, and that was the end of it. And today we've got smartphones with lights built into them, and that ends up becoming your everyday carry flashlight most of the time. But there are situations where it's not ideal. Driving a truck, this is one of my favorite flashlights, and I'm going to turn this sucker on and just, yeah, it's really bright. This was made by Scorpio. I've actually got a bigger version of this too. This is the small one. It's light, bright, but it does one thing, a flashlight, and it's heavy. And even the small one, even though it's a small one, it's still pretty big. Alternatively, you got this little guy. It's got a trick. I think this one doesn't have that removable head, but it's much smaller. It's also not nearly as bright, but it fits in your pocket pretty good. Then I've got an even better version. This made by Snap-on. And I did buy this off a Snap-on truck. One thing about this little light is it doesn't weigh anything. It's so light you can forget you have it in your hand. It's got flashlight, but it's also got a laser and 2 different flashlights and a magnetic part back here so it can stick to stuff. And this is my cat toy. It's also a pretty good everyday carry light. It's nice and flat, fits in your pocket. It's one of my favorite lights. But we're going to one-up all 3 of those. So we're going to check out this flashlight from a company called OLight. If you guys ever watch Project Farm, you're familiar with that. He tests all sorts of stuff. He recently just did a flashlight review on like 15 or 20 different flashlights, and guess who come out on top? OLight. Crazy stuff, right? So let's have a look. I've opened this up, but I haven't got much further than that. So it came packaged well and protected. And by the way, this is the Arkfeld Ultra. That's what this flashlight is called, is the Arkfeld Ultra. If you guys are interested in picking one up, I'll get a link down below. I don't have a discount code, but I'll link it down below. So you're presented with the situation like this, and this instruction tells you that it comes shipped in a locked condition. So you have to unlock it, and then when you do that, you just press and hold the button. Hold the button about 1 second, and the flashlight turns on. And the flashlight will be unlocked. Okay, so here's the light in this little package here. I think this is the charging cable. Like I said, I haven't dug any of this out. I just opened it up. What is that? That feels interesting. I must find out what this is. It feels like a coin, is what it feels like. Grab our little paring knife and try to not murder ourselves. Don't want to murder the fingers. That is like a coin. Oh, check that out. How's that for cool? That's really neat. It's got the ridges and everything. I have no idea why this is here, but for some reason I like it. I don't know why. Okay, so in here it looks like we got a label there. What is that? Is anything else in this box? There's a string, so that usually indicates that there's more. But wait, there's more. Coin. What? What? 9,000? See if I can persuade this bottom piece to come out of here. Okay. All right. So yeah, we got more stuff under here. So we got a card down here with some basic directions. That's good. I like it. The packaging is extreme. It's like way over the top packaging. I'm assuming there's charging gear in here. So, okay. We got more information. Got a bunch of languages in that. That's one of those fold out things. Not my favorite. And then safety warnings. Okay. So here's our little cord. Oh, it's got like a magnetic. What is that? I don't know. What is it? Why won't you come out of the bag? Okay, so it's got a USB plug. Oh, it's got a magnetic. Oh, I see. One of the things that wears out on devices is that receiver plug that you plug things into. These things are awesome because they have two contact points that stick to a surface, and the thing just clunks on there and it charges. And then you plug this. Oh yeah, it's sticking to this because it's got a magnet in it. And you put your USB thing in the computer or in a normal phone charger, and this right here takes care of the charging. That's awesome. Let's get to the lot of packaging and a coin. I don't understand the coin thing, but hey, okay. Let's get into the meat and potatoes of this amazing box. So there's a warning back there. Can't really read it, it's awful small. And you notice there's two emitters here. There's actually three, because there are three functions. And I'm learning about this myself. Okay, yeah, so the knob, you spin this knob, and wherever you leave it set on is the thing that the button does. Okay. Okay. Let me get a better position here. Okay. So yeah, there's a button here, which is your activator button. And then you got a selector that can select between 3 different modes. And to unlock it, you press and hold for 1 second. Okay, there's one mode. And this mode is a green laser. Now let's real quick compare that to our red laser from our Snap-on device. And I can tell you right now, the camera doesn't really do it justice, but the green laser is actually significantly more intense. It's more crisp. On the camera, it looks fuzzy. My cat is already staring up here because he knows the sound of the button that turns on the laser. So yeah, there's both lasers. Now he's very confused because there's never been two. Oh man, there's way too many bugs. There's way too many. Get it, base cat. Ah, you're a psycho. You're a psycho. You're a monster. Yes. Now this little light's got multiple light modes. This is one of them. Pretty good. Pretty good amount of light. Then it's got a bright mode, much brighter. That's a very dim mode. That's off. This is the second setting. And then there's a bright version of that one. And a really bright version. And that really bright version light up the yard pretty dang good. Significant. If we turn that off and switch it over to UV light, the UV actually has a pretty good glow to it too. It's not totally dark out here, but you can see it on the ground. It doesn't have any other settings besides the UV. So let's check the laser. You can activate the switch down here. Here's our laser, nice and green. You can see it on that building over there. That's a long ways away. And it's quite present and accounted for over there. Very bright. You can even see the laser up there on that brightly lit surface behind that bulb. It's quite prominent. Now if you're out on a road trip going down the road, you may not want this light as bright. So you have multiple settings. And this low setting is just bright enough to read a map or do anything you need to do without disturbing the person that's driving over here. It's just a little dim light. But then if you want to crank it up, you can do so 2 times and get quite a bit of light out of this. Yeah. And of course, one press turns it off, and it'll always come back on to the same setting you turned it off on. So if you turned it off on that high bright, that's where it's going to come back on at. Very handy. Alright, so we're back at home, and I'm going to turn on this little light. That is the lowest setting right there. Let's see here. That's low. That's medium. And that's high. And you see the highest setting actually lights up the yard pretty good. It's dark out here now. So we got pretty good light out here. And oh, there's actually one more setting even higher than that one. So there you go. We can light up that can over there. And everything is light up their yard across the street some. Look at that. Light up the house over there. That's pretty impressive for a little tiny light, gotta say. So our old stove looks pretty clean until you introduce that, and you can see the little specks. It's kind of crazy. You can't even see this stuff normally, but you can see the little specks of things. It's just grease. Little grease splashes. Isn't that nuts? Totally invisible normally though. Can't see them at all. It's pretty cool. Let's not forget, this thing is built like a tank. It's got this wonderful grippy feeling on the sides. It's really easy to hold on to. The switch is easy to work because you got the bump back here. So you can go from UV, you know, to regular flashlight, to laser, just by sliding this thumbnail over. The only thing I wish is they do have an indentation for the different selectors, but the laser one is kind of tricky to hit. It doesn't feel real positive. It's there, and you can feel it, but it doesn't feel real positive in the middle. I'd like to see a little bit more of a positive indentation there. However, most of the time, you know, you're not even going to be using the laser. You're going to be on flashlight or UV, and it's not hard to hit it. It's just, I wish there was a little bit more of a positive click in that indentation. But excellent setup. Very nice. This is made of ball. I don't know what that says, but that's what it says. If you guys can read that, that's great. It's got the double clip, so you can clip it from this side or from this side, depending on how you want the thing to set up. And the magnet down on the bottom, which allows the charger to connect to it, of course also will magnet to things. So if you want, you can stick it up somewhere. Extremely rugged design. It's designed to be able to take tons of abuse, and the casing is beautiful. It's very elegant and clean. Feels good in the hand. It's got a slight bit of like a overcoat or something that gives it a little bit of a grippy feel. It just feels good. It's a nice little light. It really is.